What's up? Hope everyone's having a good day. So, I wanted to make this video about the top 5 countries, in my opinion, for hammer. Before I forget, um, I just made the discus video, of the top 5 countries for discus, in my opinion. And I totally forgot for Germany and the U.S. to mention that Germany has the world record holder for both men and women. I totally forgot the women's side completely for the top two people. For the top two. Oh, I guess spoilers. Oops. Um, but yeah, they got and just a whole bunch of other just goated woman discusors, and then the U.S. obviously has Valerie Adams. Sorry, Valerie Allman. And Logie, and a whole bunch of other really good women's discusors. Susie Powell. So yeah, just wanted to do that because I totally forgot. Didn't want to leave a lot of them out. But let's get to the hammer. So, this will be my top 5 countries for the hammer throw. Number 5. I'm actually re-recording this video because originally I had the U.S. at 5. But now the more I think about it, no. I forgot one other country that's going to actually be probably my number 1. So the U.S. unfortunately is 6. So, number 5 is going to be, let's see, Germany. I would have to say German. Actually, no, we'll flip flop them, actually. It's very weird. This list it's screwing with my mind for hammer. It's probably the most difficult one because there's just so many really good countries for hammer that produce a bunch of 80-meter throwers. And originally, I was going to put the U.S. 5, and then, as I just said, I've changed in the 6. But actually, I think I'm going to flip it with Germany. So Germany is my 6. The U.S. is my 5th. Alright, because I got to give respect. Because although Germany has had a bunch of 80-meter throwers, I can't think of a lot of them who've actually medaled. Some of them made the finals at Olympics and World Championships. But I can't think of a lot of them who've actually medaled throughout history. So we're going to actually go with the U.S. because the U.S. has had not only a bunch of 80-meter throwers as well, like Lance Steele, Kibwe Johnson, Rudy Winkler, Daniel Ha, and I think I'm probably forgetting a couple others. But have had Lance Steele, silver medalist at the Olympics in '96. Daniel Hall, Rudy Winkler may get one eventually, but have made world finals. And yeah, they've actually done some stuff in the Worlds and Olympics. Have consistently made world finals and Olympic finals. So just got to give the respect that. So that's number 5. Number 4 is gonna probably be Hungary. Hungary. See, this list is also. I'm gonna take doping out of the equation because a lot of the best hammer throwers in the world, like throughout history, have been caught doping, or have been in countries that, for political reasons, probably will never get tested for doping. You probably know what countries I'm talking about, but I don't want this to be a problematic video because this is fun because I'm just bored and got nothing to do, so I'm making these videos. So, at number 4, what did I just say? Oh yeah, Hungary. Hungary. If we're taking doping out of the equation, crazy. And a lot of them have been tested positive for doping, but actually a lot of them actually haven't, which is actually kind of weird, considering how good they are. But you got Adrian Anos, Balos Kiss, Christian Pars, a couple other ones. I think no, I don't think he was Hungarian. I think he's but just a whole bunch of like 81 plus meter throwers. Christian Pars, NCAA record holder. I think he's a world champion, Olympic medalist. Adrian Anos was the 2004 Olympic champion before he tested positive, and then Koji got it. Christian Pars is the 2012 Olympic champion, and I don't know if he actually won a world championships, but yeah, Hungary is just one of. If you look at the top 25 ever throughout history for the hammer, for both men and women's, Hungary's consistently has so many people up there. So, yeah, we got to give them their props there. So, at number 4, I have Hungary. Number 3, I have Poland. Poland was originally going to be my number 2 until I remembered what number 1 is going to be. But number 3 is Poland. From the women's side, they have Anita. The first woman ever over 80, the world record holder. I don't think that world record's ever going to be touched. What is it, like 83 something? Or is it like high 82s? I forget. Still in the most 80-meter throws ever throughout women's history. The first woman over 80 meters, the world record holder, she's broken it like so many times, it's hard to count. Multiple-time Olympic champion, multiple-time world champ, just the undisputed GOAT of women's hammer throw. And then on the men's side, you got Simon Ziolkowski, who is the 2000 Olympic champion, the 2001 world champion, 83-meter thrower in his own right. Then you got Pavel Fajdek, a 5-time world champion, and Olympic silver medalist in 2020. And then you got Nowicki, who is the defending world champ. I think, has he won two? No, he's the defending world champ, right? Yeah, I think he just won. I think he just won in Budapest or Oregon. I forget which one he won in. Well, he might have won in both. I actually forget. But you got him, plus just a whole bunch of other just really good Polish throwers. And Nowicki's also the Olympic champion. I totally forgot about that as well. In 2020, he's the defending world champ. So we got him and just a whole bunch of other, but yeah, really good, really good. I mean, those already are crazy throwers to have in just one country. Number 2, and this is where the doping really comes in. So if we're ignoring doping, even if we're not ignoring doping, I don't really care. All right, I personally don't care because this is just my opinion. Belarus was originally going to be my number 1 until I totally forgot about the actual number 1. But originally Belarus was going to be number 1, and I think they have like 10 throwers in like the top 25 of all time, or just something like that. Just some crazy. Belarus, I think it, like hammer throw, if I'm not mistaken, is like their national sport. So already they're going to be good at hammer. They've had throwers like Ivan Tikon, Debutovsky, Igor Apokovich, I forget his name. Just a whole bunch of goated throwers throughout history. And yeah, just. And then on the women's side, I think they've had a bunch of other. I'm just assuming. Total confession, I don't really watch a lot of women's hammer. I don't really watch a lot of the women's throwing, honestly. So that's just a confession. But I just know like the really big names. But I actually haven't barely ever watched like women's hammer until like Anita, basically. Sorry, but I'm sure that they have a bunch of really good. But the men's side is just insane. They just produce some absolute goats of the sport. And then number 1, which I can't believe I forgot, is Russia. And what I really mean by Russia is the Soviet Union. And this is where I said that it's a country that will basically never be tested positive. So I'm just assuming, because it's the Soviet Union, all of them were on drugs. Okay, let's be real here. Alright, I don't think anybody's throwing 86 meters clean. Alright, but if we're taking drugs out of the equation, they got the world record holder, and Yuri Sadiq. They got Sergei Litvinov, 2 86-meter throwers, I think 2 Olympic champions or something, multiple-time world champions throughout both in between both of them. They got Nikolin, I think is his name. Nilkin, I forget, but he's like an 84 or 83 meter thrower as well. And I mean the Soviet Union, I mean they just pumped out 80-meter throwers like it was nothing back then, which again is easy to do when they're on drugs a lot. But we're not even going to mention that. Because and then Russia in recent years after the Soviet Union collapse has produced some really really good hammer throwers. There's one I keep forgetting his name, but he was a three-turner, but he's medaled in several world champs. I think he got the bronze medal in the 2001 world champs. I just forget his name, but he was an 80-meter thrower in his own right. He was an 80-meter. I think he was like 80 meters 30 or something like that. It was 80 meters regardless. But so we got him and just a whole bunch of other really really good hammer throwers from Russia and the Soviet Union. But yeah, Soviet Union basically dominated like the 70s, 80s, in the 90s until it collapsed. So can't argue with a 3-decade span of just absolute dominance in the sport. So yeah, that's my top 5 hammer throw countries. So number 1, Russia or the Soviet Union, 2 Belarus, 3 Poland, 4 Hungary, and 5 the U.S. All right, so let me know what you think in the comments, and if I left a country out, I don't think I did. But yeah, let me know what you think and have a good day.